wearing the colors of Mexico, green, white, and red. His official weight, 115 1/2 pounds. He enters the ring, an undefeated fighter with 15 professional victories. 13 of those victories coming by way of knockout. De Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, Hanzel, el Tornadito Martinez.
Okay, gentlemen, you receive instructions in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Ya te dieron las instrucciones en el camerino. Protéjase y siempre obedece mis órdenes. Toca aguante.
So we're ready to go with our second fight of the evening. The unified rules of boxing here under the guidance of the New York State Athletic Commission. 10-point must scoring system, no standing 8 count. There's no 3 knockdown rule, and the fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight, and if you get into any accidental fouls, Steve and myself and Juan will explain to you what that's all about if it becomes pertinent.
Alito.
All right, so we're set to go. Castañeda is decked out in the black and silver, and Hanzel Martinez saying a final prayer on his knee over there in the red, white, and green, the colors of the flag of Mexico.
Hanzel Martinez with Robert Garcia in his corner. So Martinez is part of the stable of Antonio Margarito.
Yeah, and you know, he's going with that Salvador Sanchez hairdo.
Laporte might have something to say about that.
No, Salvador's way taller than that.
A lot taller, but the hairdo.
That's what it was in San Antonio.
Yeah. You fought him, and you went. Did you go the full 12 rounds with him? Didn't you? 15 rounds.
Remember those days?
Yeah, I think because I called the fight, I should remember.
The good days.
Hanzel Martinez, very colorful kid from Mexico. 13 knockouts in 15 fights. He's got some serious pop. His first 10 pro fights, he scored 8 knockouts. With his punching power, of course, and the fact that he's working with Roberto Garcia and Margarito's stable, that this kid could fight, or they wouldn't be handling it, that's for sure.
Got a heavy right hand.
He's starting to zero in with it too. Constant pressure from Martinez. He just turned 20. He's had 14 fights. That's pretty busy.
Yeah. Of course, in Mexico, they can turn pro at 15, so I'm sure he had a few fights down there very young. Castañeda 6-3-1 with 3 knockouts. He turned pro in November 3 years ago. In his very first fight, he lost a majority decision. Then he ran out 7 wins in a row without a loss, including 3 knockouts. This is his 4th fight this year. He's 1-2, with all his fights going the distance. So that's why the Martinez people selected Castañeda for an opponent. They wanted him to get some rounds in. Looping shots from both guys right now. Uppercut right hand.
Hanzel Martinez looks like the kind of fighter. He's very animated, and you don't know where the punches are coming from. He's going to the body, he's coming up, he's bending at the waist.
He doesn't mind hanging on with the left hand, which Ricky Gonzalez, the referee, just reminded him about. You can't hang on with that left hand. Last great guy doing that was Muhammad Ali, and he got away with it.
Yeah, how many times did he do it to Frazier in their second fight right in this arena?
God. Uppercuts. Yeah, but at that time he was slick. He did it with on the far side of the referee.
Right. He gained experience, man. He's got 15 fights.
Look at this kid, really trying to sit down and punch. And he doesn't mind getting hit. His defense is virtually not there. Castañeda is getting some shots in, especially the left hand. Coming up to the closing seconds of this first round. Here comes the bell.
¿Seguro? Ok, pues. Entonces tiene que entrar con confianza. Cada momento que haces para hacerlo fallar es para aprovechar, golpear. ¿Vale? Te entraste en un momento, muchas ocasiones, pero mucho sin tirar, ¿ok? Y se dedicó a mucho cabezeo, pero no tiró. ¿Ok? quiero que esté más activo en este round, ¿ok? Tú cerrado en el round, tú cerrado.
All right, the Colonel Bob Sheridan back here with Steve Farhood and our champion. We're thrilled to have Juan Laporte, the former WBC featherweight champion of the world, working with us. In the ring, we get Felipe Castañeda and this guy, Hanzel Martinez. Martinez, an undefeated fighter, getting his final instructions from Robert Garcia. Remember, Martinez is undefeated. He's only 20 years of age, 13 knockouts and 15 professional fights. Castañeda, in all his fights this year, which is this is his 4th one, they've all gone the distance so far, and he'd like to go at least the distance with Martinez and be able to land some shots on this undefeated fighter and win the fight, of course. Loading up with the right hand, Hanzel Martinez. Martinez in the red, Castañeda in the black with a fringe trim.
And apparently Gonzalez's nickname is Tornadito, which I guess means little tornado, right? Juan?
Yes.
What I can't figure out is what the 4-leaf clover is doing on his trunks.
Well, that's just luck. It's not a shamrock, so he's not out of it.
Okay.
Look at this kid. He didn't stop throwing
These
punches.
are the battles of the Mexicans, because one is from United States and the other one is from Mexico. So they always have battles.
Castañeda of Latin background as well. He lives in San Antonio. Martinez is in Tijuana. Little tornado because Margarito is the big tornado.
A better round here at the start of the round anyway for Castañeda. He seemed determined this round to push Tornadito back a little bit.
Yeah, Hanzel should be in great shape because they all train in that camp up in outside of Mexico City in a high altitude. And when I say high, I mean high, 14,000 feet. It's tough to catch your breath. It's almost 3 miles up.
Yep.
No wonder we had such a hard time.
He certainly should have wind fighting down here in Madison Square Garden in New York. But this is going to be a big thrill. You know, Steve, you mentioned that first fight for these young fighters at 20 and 22 years of age, respectively, to fight in Madison Square Garden. This is a big thrill. Kid from Tijuana may not think he'd ever get a chance to come to the United States.
Yeah, it's good adrenaline pumping. Gotta be for young guys fighting in this arena.
And Martinez throwing a lot of shots.
These guys are going to be like that all day. If you leave them there all day, they'll fight like this all day.
Yeah, so far it's a phone booth type fight. They're just standing toe to toe, head to head, shoulder to shoulder, and blasting on the inside. Right now it's Martinez scoring. There's a nice right hand, sneaky right hand on the inside by Castañeda. Castañeda's taking too many shots, so he lets this guy come in and puts his head right in his chest and blasts away at him as the looping right hand catches him. That one on the ear. And some nice shots now. Again on the ear. I don't know what the crowd is. It seems displeased. I don't know what they can be displeased about.
They just looking. They just quiet because they seen a lot of action.
I think they just want Puerto Ricans in the ring tonight, Colonel. These Mexicans aren't cutting.
Well, the Mexicans certainly cut it as fighters. They are some kind of tough. And now Castañeda gets into it. Still ends round 2. That was a nice finish to the round.
Think he got a little mad in that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think Castañeda did enough to take the round, though. He had a nice finishing about 15 to 20 seconds.
And right here you see, I think both guys easily threw over 100 punches this round. And the little tornado just never stops. And really, what is Castañeda getting? He's getting a head full of hair in his face. The referee didn't break him once that whole round. We didn't see Ricky Gonzalez, the referee, once. And it was nonstop punching.
New York City, the lights are bright. It's a